Man, that was a good jump. The RTR has excellent suspension. No footer, no footer, no footer, no, oh, that was close. All right, so we're gonna do the speed test first with Michael. Here he comes on the RTR. So he kind of backed out of it. So you can see it, right around 40 miles an hour or so. 47 miles per hour. Welcome back to Ben's Outdoor Boys, you guys. We're gonna do a shootout with my son, Michael. He'll be riding his YZ65 and the RTR, and he's going to give his honest review of what he thinks, and we're also gonna do a speed test between the two. So I'm gonna go over a couple things that we've had issues with this bike. So Michael, come on in here. We're letting Mama have the day off from recording. This brake lever basically has been backed out. Can you see the slack right there? And Michael's like, what's wrong with my brake? It's all messed up. So right here, you guys, is a little screw, an Allen wrench, and basically that little screw just backed out. So I'm screwing it in right there, Michael. Oh, good. Here, I'll hold that.
Yeah, that feels good.
Okay, so that's good. So if you guys have that thing kind of back off, it was kind of give you slack right there. Anyways, it's just a little Allen wrench, and you just screw that in, and now the brake's right back to normal. And then our ETM RTR had a video out on the chain, you guys, and how important this is. Now, you can see how the chain is actually binding right there. And this is just after one simple little ride. Maybe back out. Can you see that bind right there? Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna oil this chain, and I'll show you how we do it. When I'm lubing this chain up, you don't want to shoot up here because you just blow oil all over your tire and your wheel, just like in their video. Turn the key on. You can go to 1, and I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little bit of throttle. Okay, that chain's good. And on these chains, see that slack right there? That's too much slack. You want 10 millimeters or less, because the motor is not, your front sprocket is not sitting up here where you have the whole axle going. The tightness is always the same. So I'll sit down on it. See, it's the same. So it's different than a regular motocross bike because the motor's back. So that's kind of a good tip. And then also, come right on in here, Michael. When you do these adjustments, you guys, there's a pinhole, a little pin mark inside. Can you see it? Is it blurry?
No.
Okay, don't zoom in or anything. So anyway, that is super critical to match the other side, especially on this bike. And I think it's because the chain is so small. If it's out of whack just a little bit, the chain will run off the sprockets a little bit, and it'll have a nasty grinding sound like, and you're like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with my RTR? So if that little mark in there matches the other mark, make sure it's spot on, and this bike will run like a dream. So that's another quick tip on it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and adjust it, pause it. Okay, you guys, so this is a 19 millimeter on the right side, 17 millimeter on the other. You just wanna kind of gently loosen that up so that way your pivot point can slide. It's a 12 millimeter back off wrench, okay? And right down there, I'm gonna line that mark up. So I'm gonna go half a turn, let's see, right there. And remember, 10 millimeter is like, 10 millimeter, I mean, it's hardly anything. So they run super tight. Yeah, so that's a good tip. And I'm gonna put my backing back on. Okay, good. And then I'm gonna adjust the exact other side to match it perfectly. Okay, so we just got done doing the chain, lift it up. You see I got about 10 millimeters, maybe even a little bit tighter. Let's do a test. Sounds good to me. I bet you'll be able to tell on the video when we oiled it how loud it was. It seems to me quieter, doesn't it, Michael? Okay, so that one's good. Oh, see, look at that, loosened right back up. We're gonna tighten it more. So you guys, so now we're gonna be adjusting the chain on Michael's YZ65. There was a video that Sammy had, and he was talking about chain adjustments, but I had to bail. There's lots of different ways of checking your slack of your chain, right? Mine is always 2 thumbs, 2 fingers. I go right behind there. So you can see see the slack there, Michael?
Yeah.
So that tells me my chain's too loose. That's how I do it. So, and the sprocket is mounted up on the motor. So as you're jumping, say Michael hits a huge jump and that back shot comes way up, this chain will get super tight. So you don't want to go nowhere near like a RTR. You want to have lots of play. So we're going to tighten this up just real quick. Ready? Okay, so we've made Michael's adjustments on his chain, you guys. Everything looks like it's spinning smooth. So there you go. I get my fingers in there just barely. Some people like to run them tighter, some a little bit looser. When I'm jumping, I go two fingers, not two thumbs, but 2 fingers. I pick my nose finger and my middle finger. And the chain is dry, and I really like this CRC oil. It's kind of a lightweight. You can buy the chain lube from, you know, more of a waxy stuff from the Honda shop, but you also pay $15 a bottle. And I don't mind lubing my chain a little bit more often, and it works. That's good. So, Michael, which one do you think is going to be better?
I think the 65 will win the jumping competitions, just more like a supercross bike. I feel like the RTR has like less of that power that you can just hit and then it just flies right over it. It doesn't have that power band. It has more of that, like, you snap, it snaps, but it also rolls on. It's not as like crazy full-on power as that.
They both look super nice.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, so I just got the speed gun, so I'm going to be shooting a speed test between that bike and the RTR. Also, a quick note, you guys, when you're shooting videos off your iPhone or your GoPro, make sure you're in 4K, 120 frames per second, because if you shoot, like let's say Michael and I are talking and I shoot it in 24 frames per second, it'll default down to that 24 frames and my video will be blurry. It won't be 4K, and all the bikes will look blurry when you're racing. So anyways, that's a good camera tip. Make sure you're shooting 120 frames per second, 4K 120. All right, so we're gonna do the speed test first with Michael. Here he comes on the RTR. Here we go. So you've kind of backed out of it, so you can see it, you know, right around 40 miles an hour or so. All right, so there is Michael. He just ran, how many laps? 2 laps? He ran 3 laps, you guys. He's going to just get familiar with the track. It's a lot of moisture, so you can really hook up. So I said, make sure you go out there and test it. Don't just send it, because it's totally different conditions. Ready? Man, that was a good jump. The RTR has excellent suspension. Let's see if Michael does a little no-footer off the back. All right, that's pretty cool. So 43 seconds to go through that. All right, so Michael's gonna do this again, speed test. Okay, I just gave him the signal, here he comes. You can see the roost. Let's see, here he comes. So I saw 44 was the top speed. All right, so that's a pretty good accurate. So 44 out here in the hayfield, and he's went all the way down through there. He's gonna come back, you guys, and now he's gonna show you how many tricks he can do on the RTR on the jumps. 44. Were you topped out?
Yep, topped out.
Topped out. Okay, so there you go, 44, that's pretty accurate. All right, so Michael's gonna go ahead and he's gonna try to do as many no-footers. So, and then do whatever you feel comfortable. No-footer, rolls that, no-footer, no-footer, and then out. Felt good?
Yep.
All right. Oh man, this is awesome. 2 attack helicopters. So that's a Black Hawk on the right, and on the left is an Apache. That's sick. All right, go, bud. So Michael's gonna go ahead, he's gonna race down there. He really likes this tabletop, and I'm gonna try to make sure that we shoot the exact amount of videos on the RTR and the YZ65. And I really appreciate if you guys would drop a comment, like it, subscribe, and share this out, and let me know which one you think is better. I like how quiet they are. I know they're a fun bike. I mean, there's nothing like a two-stroke, but they're definitely different, and I know they're fun. I mean, almost go, hey, if you got the money, buy everything, right? Everybody wants to win the lottery. All right, Michael's gonna do a wheelie here. Let's see how good he does. You see it literally roosts just like a YZ65. That's probably because his tire's all ripped up. Okay? All right, so here's the second time Michael hitting his favorite jump. Nice. You know, that is a 32-foot tabletop, you guys, and he has no problem clearing that on the RTR. Okay, you guys, so we just got back. We did the ride on the RTR. Now look at this. It's already adjusted out. So you can actually hear the chain chatter. So we're just gonna adjust it up. And really, if you oil these things every day, the chain won't stretch as much. You can see how dry it was in the previous video, right? Yeah. Or in the right before we tightened it. So anyway, so we're gonna tighten this up. But Michael's now gonna go out there and start warming this up. And we're gonna run the paces on the YZ65. Ready, bud? Okay, so you can see this is how Michael and I get on our bikes because we're short. He's down on the downhill slide, chokes on. We haven't ridden this bike for a week, so let's see how it starts up. 1 kick, 2 kicks, 3 kicks. Started on the 4th kick. All right. Also, you guys, you know, a lot of people say that I don't warm up the bikes. All the bikes are always warmed up before we even go out. The choke? Yeah, so all of the bikes are warmed up. I'm gonna let Michael go up there. He's gonna run a couple, 3 laps on that track. And then we're gonna go up there and watch him. I don't think there's anything prettier than a Yamaha. So there goes Michael. Okay, so Michael's gonna go through first. Okay, so Michael's on a 2025 YZ65. I'm on 120 frames per second. He's gonna go through that, and he's just gonna try to clear everything. Try to jump everything beautiful. All right, watch his clutch. He's gotten way better. Good job. You can see how he clears everything on the, beautiful. Oh. Nice. No problem. All right, good job. All right, so I'm in zoom 1. And then Michael, try to do tricks. Beautiful. Woo! That was close. So on the next round, do no footers all the way. So you saw Michael's racing ahead. You saw how high that front end was up there, you guys. That's where you want to do a brake check. We're still working that with Michael. But if you just hit that back brake just real quick, hammer it, come back on, that'll level that front end out. No footer, no footer, no footer, no, oh, that was close. Do you feel way more comfortable on that? Yeah, you look way more comfortable. Okay, we're gonna do a speed test, you guys, on the YZ65. So here we go. So 46, so you can tell they're almost the same speed. I'm gonna have him do it one more time to get a good one. All right, so he's ripping down there, you guys. Let's see, what was I gonna say about that bike? Okay, so me personally, we'll get Michael's opinion, but I mean, clearly the YZ65 wins. I mean, it even sounded different jumping. Here we go. .47 miles per hour, so it's definitely faster. I think the other one was 41. It sounds good. The oil, you can smell the oil, it smells perfect, so that's good. Doesn't sound like it's burning too hot or, you know, too lean. All right, let's get a couple more things. Okay, here he comes. I just asked Michael which jump he liked the best, and he's like, they all feel good on the bike. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's such an awesome sound. All right, guys, so I took the mic off so that way you guys can hear the sound of this bike. Awesome. All right, here we go, you guys. I took the mic off so that way you can hear the bike, I hope, instead of the Recon. I'm in fourth gear on the Recon. All right, let's go back and talk about them. All right, you guys, so we just got done, well, I didn't, but Michael just got done running the RTR. I feel like we did the exact same thing. We did an extra lap on the YZ65 because, well, let's do the review. So Michael, riding the RTR, what's the number one thing you like the most about it?
That it just didn't have a clutch in it, and that it didn't follow plugs.
So what he really likes is it's electric, right?
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, you can just ride it. There's no plugs. How do you feel the suspension is?
I think it's like a 6 or 7. That's a 10.
Okay. All right. Well, we know that. Comfortability. Which one are you more comfortable on?
On my YZ65 for sure.
Okay. All right. Maybe we should just talk about the YZ65. So out of 1 out of 10, how well do you like the RTR?
8.
It's an 8. So that's pretty high. I mean, do you think everyone should have an RTR?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we actually have a lot of fun on them. You guys, the miles, the range you can go on those things is unbelievable. The battery power doesn't just die off when you get down to 30, 20%. It just keeps going. And Michael's wicked fast on that. And you can see the video too. All right, let's slide over. Okay, do you think, let's stand that bike up so we can see it good in the video. Oh, I might have to cut that out. All right, so Michael's now on the YZ65. From 1 to 10, how well do you like the YZ65?
8.5.
So it's not a 10.
It's not a 10 because I don't like how it loads up sometimes.
It loads up and it fouls plugs, but suspension-wise?
Way better. 10.
Like from a 10. Handling, how does it feel in the air?
10.
Okay. Ergonomics, everything feels good. Let's see, how do you like the clutch now that you're used to it?
I still don't really like it. I sometimes accidentally find neutral. It's always something with it.
And Michael does have boots, you guys, and Michael is going to start wearing boots because we're going to start going to motocross tracks, and we're going to put him out on a track and see how he competes with other kids. How about starting it?
Starting it's pretty easy.
Pretty easy, no problems?
Yep.
The brakes, which one has better brakes?
65.
Okay, from 1 to 10.
10.
Okay, so we got a lot of, what do you think, 6 to 8s on that?
Yeah.
Okay, and most of these are what, 10s? Yeah, 10s. So I was watching Michael, and when you see the videos of the two bikes, I would have to say the YZ65 was a 10. I would say the RTR is awesome. It's an 8, 7, 8, but the YZ65 was sick.
One thing, I had this longer and I rode it more, and I'm more used to this too.
Yeah, so I would say if you guys are, looking to have a good time with very little experience, I think the RTR is the bike to get. It'll pack my butt around. I mean, I've gone 50 miles an hour out on the gravel road, not out in a hayfield, but 50. And I think if you have experience and you're ready to rip, the YZ65 is the ripper. I mean, this will prepare you to go into motocross if you want to, or really do some sick, amazing tricks. What do you think?
Yeah.
So the winner, which one's the winner?
65.
All right, there you guys go. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed our review of the two bikes to kind of walk around that. And we had fun doing it. I got off work and we'll be posting this video. We still like the RTR, but Michael says the YZ65 won. I think it won too. I mean, clearly. Uh-oh, the gas bike. Burp, burp. All right, thanks a lot, you guys. Have a great day.